What's going on, guys? It's Bucky with Tri-Waves. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to winterize a Mercruiser in 30 minutes. A really straightforward process. I'm going to go step by step. Hope you guys enjoy the video. If you don't mind liking, commenting, subscribing to Tri-Waves, I'd appreciate it. Let's get into this. So to winterize a Mercruiser or boat engine just in general, all you need is your marine antifreeze, fogging oil, and stabilizer. Now, it's most importantly, I've seen a lot of people make videos when they start their engine up and run it, they put their stay-bill in after. This boat's going to be sitting for a couple months. We want that stabilizer to be running through the carburetor and lubricating it where you're not putting it in after, so it's sitting in the tank. All right, guys, so the first step is I want to determine how much gas I currently have in my tank. That's showing about half a tank. My fuel tank's 40 gallons, so that's approximately 20 gallons. However, I am at an incline, so it's showing a little bit higher than it probably is. So now that I know there's approximately 15 to 20 gallons, I want to put my stabilizer in my fuel tank, so when I start the engine up, I'm running this fresh stabilizer and fuel through the carburetor before it sits. All right, so now that we have our fuel stabilizer in the gas tank, we're gonna go ahead and start the boat. We're gonna let it run for about 5 to 10 minutes. Very important, we want the engine to warm up to temperature. We wanna let the thermostat open. Once it heats up to running temperature, we're gonna take off the flame arrestor and off the carburetor and spray in the fogging oil. That's gonna kill the engine, which is completely fine, and it's gonna lubricate the cylinders and pistons when it's sitting all summer, or excuse me, winter. So the engine is heating up to temperature. The flame arrestor is off. So we're going to go ahead and get our fogging oil and spray directly into the carburetor. It will kill the engine once it's sprayed. Alright, so now that the fogging oil is in the carburetor, we can go ahead and put the flame arrestor back on the cap. Put the nut back on, and then after that we're going to drain with the 5 plugs, drain the manifolds, the risers, and the water pump. Put the plugs back in, run antifreeze to the thermostat housing down to the manifolds and risers, and then we're done. Alright, so it's a little tight here in the engine compartment to show it, but now that the fogging oil is in the carburetor, next spot is to drain the manifolds and risers in the engine block itself. There's 2 caps on each side. You can see there's one here. I don't know if you can see, there's one right here at the block next to the oil filter. So we're going to drain the water out on both sides of the manifolds and risers in the block, put the caps back on, and then we're going to run antifreeze to the engine. But please note, when you take these caps off, be very careful, because if the engine has not been sitting long, that water will be hot. So be very careful taking these little caps off. There you go. I don't know if you can see, but that water is steaming. So like I said, please be very careful. Right now I'm wearing a glove just so I get any little water coming out before I get it off. So keep in mind how hot that is. Another thing, keep in mind, I normally use a little piece of wire here and put up into the bottom of the drain plugs just to make sure there's no sediment built out in the block and manifolds are completely drained. All right, so that is the cap on the port side of the block. You can see now it's draining, and we're going to do the same process on the starboard side of the engine. All right, so there are 2 plugs on both sides of the engine, one for the block, one for each manifold. But on mine, there's also one more cap that's at the bottom of the water pump that I will drain that as well. After that's all drained, put the caps back in, take off the hoses to the thermostat housing here, put the antifreeze into the manifolds. There you go, guys. The thermostat housing, all the hoses, connections were removed, drained with antifreeze. The block manifolds completely drained of water. Carburetor was sprayed with fogging oil to lubricate pistons and cylinders. Last thing is we're just going to take out the battery over the winter, and that's it. All right, and there you guys have it, how to winterize a Mercruiser in less than 30 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it helps you step by step. If you guys don't mind liking, commenting, and subscribing to Trot Waves, I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys later.